My dear friends, community members, and Jews in New York and across America. In 6 weeks, this country faces one of the most consequential and monumental elections that we ever faced. And the contrast could not be more stark. For the Republican Party, we have President Donald Trump, one of the greatest friends of Israel that the Jewish state has ever seen since 1948, and probably in millennia. What Donald Trump has done in 4 years for the Jewish people is more than probably all presidents combined in their terms in office. In contrast to this, the Democrat Party represents a strong base which supports radical Islam, supports the dismantling of our constitution, the path towards communism and Marxism, which believes in eradicating the belief in God and religious freedoms in this country. So what can I do? Well, as Jews, we have one of the most important obligations, which is gratitude and to give thanks. And therefore, each person must know that he has an obligation and a duty to vote and to encourage others to do whatever he can to vote for President Trump in this election, to show our gratitude, to show that we are not ungrateful, and vote for President Trump. Now, why does this matter, and why should I do this? So we know in this week's parasha it says, Atem nitzavim hayom kulechem. You are all standing in front of me. The Orach Chaim HaKadosh says in this pasuk that this teaches us the lesson of Kol Israel Arevim Zeh Lazeh, that each Jew is responsible for his brother. We don't live in a vacuum. Yes, you have one vote, but you have to be responsible for others, for your friends, for your family. Pass this message on, encourage them. And why does this matter? Well, in 2022, in the midterm elections, I know, and you can check this out, a few seats in New York swung from Democrat control to Republican control, and that's what flipped the balance of power from the Democrats to the Republicans in the House. The governor election was only lost by a few percent by the Republican candidate Zeldin. And therefore, if all Jews would come out to vote, if we would encourage our friends, our family, community members, I believe that with a strong Jewish turnout, President Trump can win New York, and if he wins New York, this election is over. Please do whatever you can. Know that as an American, you have the right to vote. But as a Jew, it's not a right to vote. It's an obligation to vote. And this was the opinion of two of the greatest rabbis that ever lived in America, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein and Rabbi Victor Miller, that they both held that it's an obligation for a Jew to vote in this country. So get out, register all your friends, make sure all your family and friends and all contacts vote, and show your gratitude to one of the greatest friends of the Jewish people of the state of Israel, President Donald Trump. Thank you all for listening to this message. May God bless the Jewish community in America and all over the world, and may God bless and protect President Donald Trump and return him to the White House. Amen.